Hello and welcome back to another video today here again on Gran Turismo 7 to take a look at the second car from May's free update 1.15, which is this Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo. So I did take a look at the Toyota the other day, and if you're enjoying these videos, we'll potentially make one on the Camaro from the update too. So yes, the little Suzuki has a 1.3 naturally aspirated engine from a Hayabusa motorbike paired with electric motors, putting out a total of 426 horsepower and 610 newton meters of torque. Combine that with the super low weight of only 970 kilos, putting it at just over 611 pp in Gran Turismo, and you have an excellent little sports car, which was a lot of fun throwing it around Suzuka here, which is kind of the obvious place to take a Japanese Vision car a bit like this. Suzuki did actually do something similar to this about 20 years ago with the GSX R4 concept, similar kind of idea, putting their fastest motorbike engine in a little sports car at the time. This time obviously with a newer engine and the hybrid system as well, and as with all other Vision Gran Turismo cars, it's priced at a nice round 1 million credits, so a quick circuit experience and you can afford it, which isn't too bad at all. It's available in 7 excellent named colours, including Champion Yellow, Speedy Blue, Burning Red, and this rather nice Flame Orange. And apparently in the future they also plan to add even a Group 3 version, so essentially a GT3 car based on this, which is going to be very interesting to see, and I hope it's being added quite soon. So rather unsurprisingly, there's no customization for this other than changing paint colours and going into the livery editor, which was the same for the Toyota we checked out the other day, and I'm suspecting will be the same for the Camaro as well, as it's a sort of modified car. And the only real upgrade option is race tyres, which I have equipped, putting it at just over 650 performance points, which is slightly too much for this championship we're doing here. 2 laps of the Kyoto driving park for the Japanese all-wheel drive cars championship, which is recommended for 600 performance points. So I think we would have been better doing this, or I'd have had a more interesting race doing this in a stock version of this. But in the end, I've still got to get through some of these single-player races that I haven't done yet, so this should be nice and easy, particularly with the AI that we have in Gran Turismo. We're already up in second, and we just have an Evo to chase down. But having said earlier that this didn't feel that quick for its performance points, when you're really pushing it around here, it does feel pretty good. I know we've got better tyres now, and that grip has made a difference. It was kicking the back out a little bit before, as we go up into the lead before the end of the first lap. Not at all bad going, but kind of to be expected. This is faster than it should be for this event, marginally, and Gran Turismo AI easy, but anyway. And just like that, we're going to win the race about as easily as I had expected we would in the car that's a bit too fast for it, really. So there we go, that is going to do it for a first look at the brand new Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo car here in Gran Turismo 7. A fun little thing to drive, and I do quite like the way this thing looks. It's an interesting thing, as, well, a lot of the Vision cars are. It's very nice to drive stock. There's not all that many upgrades and customization you can do to it. You can put tyres on to make it handle and grip that little bit better if you're going to want to take it racing. And it felt reasonably fast in that race. I know we're against cars that are a bit too slow for it, but it felt reasonable in there. I know I said earlier it didn't feel all that fast for its performance points, but it's really not a bad driving car. Not sure it's going to be the fastest thing in the game, but you might be able to take part in some of the campaign races, at least in this thing. And like I say, I do very much look forward to seeing what the Group 3 version of this looks like when that gets added into the game, if that does come along. It says here in Gran Turismo they're planning that, so hopefully we will see that in the not too distant future. But for now, for a first look at the Suzuki, that is going to be all. If you want to go and see the video on the Toyota from this update, that went out a few days ago, and I'll potentially make a video on the Camaro, so do let me know if you're enjoying these, because I would quite like to take a first look at that, even if I think it was in the previous game anyway. But for now, that is going to be all, so thank you very much for watching. and I'll be back with the next video very soon.